Hi to everyone. So just continue keeping the car better. So I got today the knob, the start, push, start, stop button, but not exactly the button, the whole assembly, and just inner part which is wear out. So here is the part itself, and today we're gonna install this one on the car. So here's the car right now, and this is the original button which I replaced already once, and then I replace it for something like this aftermarket. As you can see, so the original isn't fully coated. So however, I replaced this button already, but so I decide to a little bit polish this area, and while I've been doing that, it's worn out more than I was expected. So my idea was to match the feeling of the button, because this one, if you feel it with your skin, it doesn't feel like it's belong to the rest of the car. And but unfortunately I did it too much, and at some areas I even make some dips. So today I'm gonna install this button, and I'll also probably gonna polish it to make it more even with the rest of the buttons. So now we need to remove the old one, and I saw a lot of videos, it's not that difficult. So you pry it from one side, kind of like that, and then you just a little bit move it around, but don't use anything metal, use plastic. Okay, that's after that it pops out. And looking at the button, so we have like these three grooves on top, see, for that hole, and that's exactly matching the position of the words. Okay, for that you'll need to disconnect the connector and stick something in between wires to avoid them go full inside, but they probably will not. But anyway, for the extra precaution. So in my case, I just did like that. It's holds by the angle of the connector. See how this one, it looks kind of like a mirror, but this looks different. So my idea to make the button between those two, because you see the original, it doesn't have that shine, and this has a lot of shine, and this one is too harsh, so I'm a little bit polish it. So we're gonna use extra like polishing, and now this should feels like the rest of the buttons in the car. Okay, now as you can see, there's the original, and this one is aftermarket. Okay, how to disassemble it? At the first time it's gonna be harder. So the very first step, what you need to do is wrap this one around, because you see right here there is a small mark that was made from the praying. And to avoid the bigger damage, it's better to wrap it around with the masking tape. Okay, so now the most effective way I found how to get it out. So I'm using the end of the dipstick. You need something like this, and then you pray it down just like that. Okay, and then using something else, you kind of trying to get it from the pin, or you press at the pin and then trying to kind of from this side move it. You see, I was able to move it from the pin. So the second thing, after you did the one, so you only, I believe, has the opportunity to squeeze it under another pin, and not the third one. It's going to be really tight. Okay, let's try to squeeze it under the second pin, just like that, and try to pray it from the other side. So you see, as the first I remove one, but it unfortunately holds on the second one. Okay, we'll try to do it again. Try to squeeze it. It's really tight, really tight. Okay, let's try to holding on this one. Try to get it out from this one. Okay, so now is 2 out 3 pins is done. Don't try to squeeze it to the third pin, it's gonna be impossible. So what I found, you just grab it and kind of spreading it, and then voila, you have the access to the button. Okay, save these 3 pins because you need to install it later. So to get it out the place, you just simply push it from this side, and that's you getting the access. That's the original, and that's the, I was trying to make the same kind of condition, same shine. And this one is the third one, which I a little bit polished. So I believe this one will gonna match the rest of the plastic of the car. Installing it to the housing, it doesn't goes freely in and out. So let's say if it has a lot of friction, these rubber buttons will not gonna be able to push it down, push it back to its place, and that can cause the problem, because your power button might stick into inserted position. So for now, I think we don't really need a lot of this tape, so we're gonna leave some extra. And now my goal is to make this replacement goes freely inside. And right now you see so it sits really kind of tight. It shouldn't be that tight, see. And let me I'll show you how to original feels like. Okay, see, so it should go exactly like that, or at least pretty close to like that, as you see. So that's normal. If it doesn't have the friction between the wall and the knob, this rubber will gonna easily make them pushing back. Okay, let's pull it out. We're gonna mask the new replacement button, mask it with the tape to avoid it occasionally damaging. I'll try to just grind this. I'm gonna use the tip from my screwdriver, and I'll just gonna try to grind it out. And you need to start really from this side, because if you grind almost everything here but you still has the small area right here, that will gonna still give the restriction. Okay, and just like that I'm planning to grind out everything, but be careful about these pins, don't make them knocked off, because they will need to hold it in the position. Enough, and now it's completely flush. So I'll continue doing everything off camera. After grinding it, I also grind the focus. Also grind this area, like these pins, because there was also heating. And the more important thing is to, as you can see, grind it more to the right side, because if you grind it more right here in this area, about 70%, if you still have the heel right here, that will gonna resist. I even more grind it from this area, and right now it feels, look, exactly like the original. Or also, this is my thought, maybe it don't even need to be grinded in this way, only this top area. So whatever, if you'll do that, so maybe try to first file this upper heels and see how it will go. Maybe you don't even need to grind in this way. Okay, basically everything is ready for assembly. This is the diode which leads red, I believe, because something should make this letters lead red color. So, and as I remember, originally it was really bright and I didn't really like that. So it's not necessary, but in my case, so I borrow something. I'm gonna put some coating. Now I need it wait when it will get dry, and I will apply it to the car. And by the way, let's check the durability, because I was thinking maybe it will gonna slice off, but you can see it's really nice sitting, so I don't think it's gonna be chance it will separate from the base. Okay, let's do final assembly of the knob. So you see these three grooves, and it's matching the position of the letters. So it's going to be like that. Okay, like that. Okay, going freely. And by the way, when we're gonna install it, this one should be like this against this one. So sometimes it's not going with the first time, but the key here is be gentle and keep it in the horizontal position. Okay, so now double check where is my button. It's gonna be like that. Then all my connectors are folded, and I'm just basically putting it on the top. So something like that, but you need to make it the more properly angled to be able to insert it. Yeah, something like that. Let's push it a little bit back. Push it back. Make them sit on its place. And we're gonna move it and until we hear the click. Okay, good. All my clips is sitting on the place. So now we can remove the extra masking tape, and here's the finished product. So exactly how it's supposed to be. These letters against this, and it's absolutely going freely, and it's ready for the installation back into the car. Okay, now installing it back in the car. Just put the connector back and see, align this top. I'll just push it just like that. So now, as you can see, the condition of the plastic on the knob to me is really similar to this, but not exactly, but similar. And now it looks more organic. It's kind of a little bit polished, and also with the skin it has a really nice grip. We probably will need to start the car. Okay, let's do this. The car started. So I just want to show you the color. See, it's on the camera is a little bit lighter, but it's really looks like dark cherry red, which I love. Okay, that's it for today. If you like this video, please give it a like.